And welcome to Star Geeks. Why do we not change this around? Welcome to Star Geeks. This is Sean.
This is Steve.
And this is Ed.
Oh, don't you usually play something? I can swear I thought you had something like on cue when you do that. Yeah.
He's not your dancing clown for your amusement.
You usually he plays something for me. But you know what? Forget it.
Hi.
There you go.
We would be honored if you would join us.
She looks so cute there.
I know, right? Oh man, what's up, everybody? Man, this is gonna be a fun episode, man.
Hello, Pacino.
Pacino was good. We get to talk about Skeleton Crew and what everybody thinks of it. And if you are watching, tell us what you think of Skeleton Crew. We definitely want to hear what you got to say. But how's y'all's week's been? I mean, how's the week been? Wait, we didn't do a show last week, so how's everything been going? Good. Steve, did we do a show last week? I don't think we did.
No,
we did do a show last week. See,
we did do the show.
The Geek Show. We didn't do a Star Geek.
Oh, we did a Star Geek show. Oh, yeah. See, I get confused now. There's too many shows.
I agree.
Sean and me doing guest spots. I'm like, did we record? I don't remember.
But you know, we'll see, man. I don't know.
I said you hated it. R loved it. Sean,
you will know. You will know. We'll see how it plays.
I don't want to know what he's talking about. The Peter Pan reference. What is that?
Oh, well, I got it.
Oh, you did?
I got it. Oh, yeah, I got it in there.
Well,
oh, in Skeleton Crew.
I'm assuming yes.
Oh, okay.
So, Ed, you got news for us?
Very little.
With Ed.
So
every time I want to change it to something else, but I'm like, I like it the way it is. It's so nice.
So the biggest and all-encompassing news in the Star Wars universe right now is Skeleton Crew. It is freaking everywhere. They're talking about how, we can see here, Forbes best reviewed show since Andor. Variety's talking about how great it is. I mean, it's got a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes. This is just the focus in Star Wars buzz. I actually had to dig deep to find anything that wasn't Skeleton Crew. Really, the only thing that I found that was even slightly interesting is this gentleman here. He has actually changed his name to Luke Skywalker. It was Luke K. He's from the UK. Apparently at one point had the largest Star Wars collection in the UK. And I read the article and could not find why, but he is selling off his collection. It starts, I think, in 2 days on that Easy Live auction. I kind of went through it. There's some interesting thing. There's some of things that are, I think it says like scratch made. So I'm guessing either he or someone made it themselves. But I might go through because there's some costume things, and if they go low enough, I'm intrigued. But
there's some cool stuff on that just picture right there. Like that Yoda's sweet. The Gamorrean guard head is pretty good. The Tusken Raider helmet thing is fucking awesome. Like that'd be cool on the shelf.
Yeah, and apparently he's fairly well known. I mean, I'm sure since he changed his name to where he's actually met and I think even hosted Carrie Fisher at his home once or twice and got a mention in her book. So he's made his rounds in the Star Wars universe.
I still see some ugly ass Ewoks in that pic. They cannot make a good Ewok product. I'll tell you that. All I see is ugly ass Ewoks everywhere. And they don't look that ugly in the movies. Like, why do they make them look so ugly? Yeah, like the little toys. It's like those ugly toys. They're like ugly on purpose. That's what they look like.
Yeah, but remember how we used to send that meme to each other going in dry?
It doesn't look that bad. Those look scarier. I don't know. There's something about them.
Oh,
you don't like that Tusken Raider helmet though, Sean? That'd be sweet.
Yeah, you know what? I know, but you know what? No, I don't like it. I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna start rejecting shit from now on. I'm like, no, I don't like
the way that the front of that helmet looks. You could probably make a novelty toy out of that. You know, put a little flashlight in front of that thing.
I don't know how I feel about that little Jawa though with the red cape. Is that a thing or something that I don't know about?
Like I said, there's a few things he's got that are scratch made, so I don't know if that's made by him or someone else.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Vehicles and the acrylic cases, though, Sean. Whew.
Yeah.
What up?
Oh yeah. So, like I said, they're outside of Skeleton Crew. There was not a lot going on.
Well, I had a couple of things. Tomorrow releasing the Vader collection from Columbia. Not sure if anybody has seen this already, but they'll have jackets, boots, cool parkas, some hoodies. I mean, it's all by Columbia. Pretty cool. Like some of the tie, like I do like little things on here, like little hits that they have on like some of this stuff is like little lightsabers, like a lightsaber here, but then it's like red there. It's pretty cool. It looks, I mean, I like the inside of that, and these coats are very warm. So I have the Boba Fett one. So I actually might try to shoot for this one, to be honest. I like the parka. I don't need nothing too long, but there is one that is signed, and Steve, that's signed by Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
That is $2,000, I think. It's pretty expensive. I think it may have already sold already, actually, to be honest. But it is I mean, it's cool. You know what I mean? It's, graded, but it's a letter of, I guess, authenticity. Certificate of
It's just one of those things, for the ultimate fans, and you got to be into Star Wars and into fashion to really, and have a lot of expendable income to really.
Yeah, this one's 600, but like I just don't like how long it is. Like I just don't feel myself wearing something that long. Just to have like a coat that to that level. I can't. I like trench coats, but I'm not to. It's just too long.
Yeah.
So, but it's cool. I mean, it's a nice little, again, it has like the little
hidden stuff in it on the inside.
Yeah, like little hits on the inside. Like my Boba Fett one has the same
stuff.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool launch. We'll see what sells out, what doesn't. I'm pretty sure everything will sell out though, because pretty much the boots. I'm not really digging the boots. I don't think I'm gonna get those, but the Darth Vader boots, they're pretty cool. But ain't that much snow in Delaware, to be honest. It is, but it isn't. I do like the box though. Fuck, the box is kind of cool.
The box is very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that releases tomorrow. If anybody's interested in that will be on Columbia.com. I think I'm not sure what the time it releases, but it'll be there. So and then there's probably some other stuff we'll talk about next week, like in Hot Toys news and stuff like that, but nothing really major. I just want to get into Skeleton Crew. Let's be honest. I mean, I'm very curious to see what everybody thought.
What are we here for?
Right, we're here for Skeleton Crew.
I do have a question. I know obviously we're a square short with a little in his travels.
He's on a
and this is just a question because I'm debating on whether to do something now or save it. But are you guys doing your regular show this week with him traveling?
No. I don't think we were, Steve. Were we?
We hadn't decided yet.
Yeah. We could do a salt and pepper show.
It's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
We have the intro and everything.
You know what?
Well,
but Ed, did you want to sprinkle yourself into the salt and pepper show?
Hey, we can use a little more salt.
Actually, I will be in Florida this weekend myself. So yes, I'm going to look at schools for my daughter. Well, that being the case, since it'll be a while since he'll be on a show, and I don't want to have this wait. It's not specific to Star Wars, but I don't normally buy things, but I had to get, there are Funko Pops, and it's only, I was able to get the complete set. I don't know how to do it, but if you want to full screen.
I can full screen you, buddy.
I will show you. We have.
You don't never buy anything, which is surprising. But it's what the fuck?
So
what the fuck is that?
And like I said, I only bought them because I could get the complete set.
What the fuck is that?
Wait, Ed, you gotta hold those up, dog.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you gotta hold those up, dog. I'm
That's
sorry.
crazy.
Are you serious?
Oh my
Oh
gosh,
my
you got your
God.
headphones in the hand.
Oh,
Got his sneaks on.
Geekz.
Oh my gosh.
Ed, standing ovation for you, buddy.
What do I got? I got like,
Fuck. That is
got-
awesome.
that's crazy cool. I got the hoodie, the jeans.
Oh my God.
And it's tilted down, but he's got the
He's got
popcorn.
shorts.
He's got the popcorn.
You got a popcorn bucket?
Yes.
Ed, that is
Bravo.
dope, man.
Please send me some pictures of those. I'm gonna have to show those off. Those are really cool.
Well, and this is the reason why I wanted to do it now. And I know how things work on this show, and you guys don't necessarily get around to sending things to each other as frequently as you would like. Send me your addresses, and I can send you each your own.
Fuck,
Holy
dude,
shit.
man. God damn it.
That's incredible. That's
You
really
are-
cool.
Happy holidays.
Thank you, brother, man. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. God damn it, Ed. That was
That's
Yeah.
I did not expect that. That
Did
was
not
that's
expect
pretty
that.
nuts.
yeah. You gotta send us pictures of that. We're gonna have
I
to.
couldn't believe that. You said all set, and I saw Sean. I'm like, no, you didn't. Holy shit! It's got the box. The whole wow, that's crazy.
Oh man.
That's incredible.
You know, yeah, we'll be. Yes, we. I'm glad we got you like Skeleton Crew. That was dope, man. I mean, we'll see what we'll see what everybody else thinks. Do back. What up, man? What's going on?
Oh
Welcome
yeah.
to the show. I mean,
that's got me all fucked up now.
I know I'm all fucked up too, man. Like, damn, bro.
That's really cool. That's
Shit.
very, very cool.
That was cool. Now, look, you get this.
Ed for the win. Now I do have to send. Now I'm like, okay, well now I just got to send this damn lightsaber and these tapes out to Sean. I just got to put it in the box. I have a box. Just waiting to do it. Just got to do it.
I got boxes too, bro. It's not. Listen, all your shit is packed up. I just ain't sent it yet. That's all.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it because
All right.
All right.
we can do it
So-
for Christmas.
Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew. I mean, listen, how do we even break this down? Like, I need to probably do synopsis, right?
You guys need a moment. I'm not crying.
Dude, like I'm
a deck. Yeah, it's nice.
I'm very excited. Like,
That was really cool.
yeah. Skeleton Crew. In a New Republic era, a group of kids lost in Star Wars galaxy desperately try to find their way home. That's where the synopsis was. I'm pretty sure it's a lot more, but directed by John Watts or written by John Watts. Christopher Ford, Jude Law's in this. Cinematography, composer, Steve. Now, this is something that we talked about earlier this week.
Yeah.
I wanted you to talk about this part.
So it's composed by Mick Giacchino, and I did a little bit of digging because I'm like, well, I know Michael Giacchino, so like, and who's Michael Giacchino? Well, he directed Werewolf by Night, did the music for things like Star Trek, Star Wars Rogue One, among others. The Batman, he did the score for that as well. So Mick Giacchino is his kid. So that's crazy that the son of Michael Giacchino, the son of the guy that did this music for Rogue One, is doing the music for Skeleton Crew. I just think that's fucking cool. And that kid must have grown up on fucking Alan Silvestri because, oh boy, was he sprinkling a lot of Goonies and Back to the Future in with his Star Wars in this. And it's
Yes.
Yeah, man. Again, Skeleton Crew. I mean, we can, Ed, you want to open it up? Do you want to talk about what y'all feelings were about it first, and then we can open it up to
initial thoughts.
I'm gonna let Ed, you start it off, my friend.
As always, we're 2 episodes in, so we kind of wait to get the whole package. But from what I've seen, this is what has been missing in Star Wars when they start to do things for kids. I know that the original was for kids, but this captures it so much better. It feels more Star Wars because, as I've said many, many times, you have to build on the existing universe, not just kind of recreate something brand new. So when you get creatures that we're all familiar with in some things that are settings that are familiar, all good. The kids so far who are portraying these are awesome. Their acting ability is impressive compared to some of the child actors we've gotten in things in the past. I love the pulling of the thread from.
Sorry. Sorry.
Yes. I love the touch with all of the stuff, nostalgia from the 80s. So far, this is fantastic. 100% hero.
Steve?
Complaint. Too short. I want more. I need more. Drop it all at once. This is the kind of show you could burn through. Now, the only thing it is one of those irritation things where it's maybe it's just because you're spoiled or whatever, but a whole week for 30 minutes, and it's like it's truncated 30 minutes, right? It's a 32-minute episode, but it's got like 6 minutes of fucking credits plus a minute in the beginning of the show that kind of explains everything you've seen. So you end up with like a 24-minute episode, and it just goes by so fast. But the reason it goes by so fast is because it's so goddamn entertaining and good. And like I didn't realize that I was missing pirates in Star Wars, but they just fit right in, and they introduce a really cool droid character who's got all sorts of pirate things going for him. And the reason I think the Goonies thing is so prevalent is not only the music, but you got your group of 4 kids. You have that same group of 4 kids in Stranger Things and Goonies and this and all these group projects, and it's all centered around pirates. It's just like there's treasure and this and that. And I was wondering how long we were going to take to get a werewolf. Not long, and it's awesome. I just can't wait to talk about spoilers. I loved it. I had a lot of fun with it. Scratching all those itches. Neil is the fucking MVP of the show. So
Neil.
100% hero for me. Sean?
So there's not a lot of dilemmas in this show. Like I enjoyed it, but I think this probably could have been a better movie than a TV show. I think that it may suffer from that at the end because it's a big world. This story is bigger than, it's not just one thing. This is a bigger show, and I think this could have been a bigger movie. It could have been more Goonies style, and people would have went and seen it because it's Star Wars. So people would have went and seen this in the theaters. And I just don't think that it doesn't deserve 30 minutes. It doesn't deserve 30 minutes here or 40 minutes here. This deserves a whole 2 hour. And again, at the end of the day, it is a longer show.
Yeah, you'll get a 4 hour movie out of it.
4 hour movie, but because it breaks itself up, we get caught in that like fuck. Like, and it's not an hour long. So like you said, it's short.
That's it. It's the only complaint that I can lodge is like the release schedule and how short the episodes are. I just don't get it.
I don't understand Disney's the way, even with Marvel shows, I don't understand why they keep doing this short form fucking TV show shit. We are in the world now of Game of Thrones, and every show that we actually watch on TV right now is long form. It's an hour. I don't understand why they're still doing 30-minute shows. It's not a sitcom.
But it's not 30 minutes.
You only got one 30-minute.
Yeah, but it's still.
Was that episode 2?
Yes.
Episode 2 was 30. It was like
32
40
minutes or something like that. But I don't know what the other episode lengths are.
It was like almost 50. Again, in total, you take the credits.
No, first episode 1 was like 48 minutes or something like that.
Minutes, yeah.
And if they release like that'd be okay. That first episode felt longer. It felt like I had a little bit more breathing time. But then like episode 2, yeah, Neil's they made some pretty good jokes about that too. That one chick was like, "Would you plug his trunk?" And he's like, "I don't talk out of my trunk."
Yeah,
Neil's got some spice to him too. I like it.
Yeah, no, but I agree. They are trying to sell. They're trying to sell.
Of course, you gotta bow by the almighty dollar, and especially with the latest Rotten Tomatoes scores and the buzz around Skeleton Crew, the subscriptions are gonna go up and up and up.
Yeah. Overall, I thought it was fun. It's weird though. This is definitely for kids. This is the first time that I actually got to sit down with Zoe and watch a Star Wars thing.
But you say you say this one's definitely for kids, and while that's true, a bunch of people get murdered in the opening scene.
They totally get murdered.
Like about 30 kills, like right off the top. One of them with like a fucking straight up sword. Like wham! Like, oh my god.
It's 21st century. Kids are good with that.
The elements of the kids it is great. It's again, it has 80s inspiration all the way through. All the way through. It's like 80s inspired. It gets a hero from me. I can't I'm not gonna hold back. It's a fucking hero. Like it's a good show.
It takes you a minute to understand what's going on. You get this crazy opening scene, and then the rest of the first episode, you're just kind of hanging out in this weird suburban, like it feels like anywhere Illinois.
We all had questions about that when we first seen the trailer.
They were on the bus, they went through the tunnel, they're like leaving their little suburban area, they went to the city to go to school. I'm like, this feels like 50 years from now, but like here, it feels like pretty good.
It did. You're right about that. Definitely way more. It had all those Star Wars vibes, the practical shit.
Well, see, it did and didn't, right? In episode 1, it didn't really. I mean, besides that opening scene, the Star Wars stuff was very on the outskirts. It was like
on the fringe.
Yeah, it was like having like a regular ass kid show with Star Wars stuff in it. Like it didn't really feel like a Star Wars show. They get to that, but it was refreshing having a show where there was Star Wars happening, but it didn't feel like they were in a classroom. I'm like, man, Luke would have killed. Yeah, he's learning fucking how to do math in the sand with some Jawas. These kids are over here. They got a fucking like a robot bus driver with gum stuck to his head. Like, this is good shit. Like, this feels like anywhere USA with Star Wars shit. And like, you've never seen that in any Star Wars property before. And they explain that away. Like, oh, you're from a world that doesn't exist. Like, even the people in Star Wars think that where these kids are from is fucking fantasy land. So,
which is crazy. So, I mean, I'm gonna get Ed. We'll let you break it down because I know you got you.
Oh yeah, you got your slides. Oh, yeah. You got your slides.
Well, I just want to touch on your complaint, if you will. Mm-hmm. This show is good to where if they'd have given us 2 episodes that were 2 hours each, it still might not have been enough. At least for now, and that's why
it does feel like that. Like it feels like it's everything.
Yeah, the reason why I'm not pointing that out yet is I want to wait to see how long the other episodes are and if they feel edited right. Too many shows that we've watched, they just all of a sudden like pick an arbitrary point and cut it. This feels like the first episode. That was a good spot to end it. Mm-hmm. Even for the second one, while short, it felt like a good bookend to go, okay, this is before you go to the next chapter. So kind of like a book, some chapters are bigger than others. I'll wait to see the overall thing. I always want more, but it doesn't bother me yet.
Well, and they're upping the Star Wars with the finale of every episode. With the episode 1 finale, you get the big ship. Holy shit. Boom, credits. Episode 2 finale, somebody uses the Force, and you're like, holy shit. Like, it's just more like the Star Wars gets ramped up and up every time the show ends. So it's pretty good.
Before we get into this, you want to do your spoiler alert?
Oh shit! I haven't done that in a long time.
We've already spoiled some shit.
Oh, wait! I don't even know where it is anymore. God damn it! I haven't done it in a long time. Man, there you go. Spoilers.
All right. So, as well, for anybody who's watched this already, can see I just took all of the lines and put them on one slide because there was no reason I was going to go from 1 to the X.
Awesome.
It was just much cleaner this way. But at least this gives us an idea of where we are in the timeline.
Sets it up. So this is between episodes. So this is after Return of the Jedi.
Yes.
Before episode 7. This is Mandalorian times.
Yeah. Exactly. This is 9 ABY after the Battle of Yavin.
Let me ask you a question.
Well, they should have keep putting shit before that sequel trilogy. It's
Don't
like,
they? Don't they?
Pushing it back further and
They
further.
just push
that
it
was a
further
lot.
back. Like, fuck you. Yo,
Well, they keep adding more and more shit happen between all the shit you loved and that other thing we don't talk about.
yo, do you feel like some of these shows suffer from not having a crawl, the Star Wars crawl?
No. I think Star Wars crawls are set. You keep those for the episode movies.
Okay.
I like all the stuff they do with all these because there's little touches, right? Like the font type. This is all from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. They keep little bits of it, but you save the episode, the crawls for them. This is fine for me.
Okay.
I don't necessarily need a crawl, but kind of like the big Star Wars fanfare when Star Wars comes in your face. I would like to see that in front of everything because it kind of
when Star Wars comes in your face, huh?
Oh,
Good Lord. This is not that kind of show, Ed.
it is now. But for me, when I hear that fanfare and see that Star Wars come across the screen, kind of like fly through, the chills that I get, and it gets me so amped up every time. So I wouldn't mind seeing that on every Star Wars piece. Just my 2 cents.
I agree.
We start off with a
No.
Oh.
Hey, first of all, what you forget? You didn't in the beginning of this. Do you see how that? So New Hope. It kind of falls down, and you see the ship, and then you see it was the same fucking vibe.
Yes,
New Hope.
There was a lot of that.
It was
establishing shots.
Yes,
all that.
Yeah,
they do a lot. Star Wars has some very staple things that let you know you're in a Star Wars picture, and they're nailing all those things right off the top. They gotta let you know where you're at, even though it's like I had to go to Disney Plus, had to subscribe, had to know this show was coming on. I know what the fuck I'm in for, But if you're still gonna establish it, let's go.
Yeah, but it established it in the beginning, which was fucking great. I thought that was great. This whole part, I thought was phenomenal.
Hooked right out of the gate, and some of those tie-ins between the two, right here.
Oh, fucking great! It was.
Yeah, they're both preparing. They know they're coming. They hear the noise. They're both looking around.
See, and this right here, Ed. This is this is coming from a Star Wars fan.
Oh, without question.
Because again, Acolyte, it didn't have the Star Wars like hits and like oh shit. This right here, you was just like oh shit, like this is, I like this. Like you just knew it from the feeling.
You can tell a difference when it feels like someone is trying to put their own thing into Star Wars versus when somebody has an idea to make Star Wars better, as opposed to like trying to add their own influence. Like, again, we get back to that sequel trilogy. Like episode 7 felt like, oh, you're adding something to Star Wars to make it better. And then 8 and 9, they were like, I was like, oh, what are you doing? You
just forgot the whole formula, huh?
Oh, God. So it just gets tricky.
But this was great, and I like that. That was like homage to it.
Oh, yeah. We saw this in some of the early pictures. He's fantastic.
So good.
Brutus is great.
I didn't know his name was Brutus, but that's fucking awesome. He's got a dog.
Is his name Brutus? I didn't even know that either.
He said it. The captain said it when he came walking down. Who's clearly Jude Law, but like he's standing here coming through the fucking arc reactor and like just two-shotting people, fucking bam, bam, headshots with both guns. Like awesome. He's gonna be a force to be reckoned with, and his face sculpt is great. Like, and I like that when he talks, it's not like Babe Pig in the City, or like where it's like the CGI mouth. It's like an old puppet, like it barely moves. Like I like that shit.
It's practical though. They did a lot of practical shit with this, and I really enjoyed that part. Like just the effects of creatures and shit.
Now, here's the real thing: if Universal drops that Wolfman movie in a few months, and this werewolf right here looks better than that one, I'm done with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with this shit. Because what I seen from that trailer was a creepy looking troll man.
I was going to ask you, how do you feel about this werewolf guy? Like,
it's an alien. It's a lupine alien, dog person. But I'm me, Sean. I'm a big werewolf fan, and like this is fucking great. You're just like a little bit of werewolf in my Star Wars, please. Yes.
Yeah. Be a cool ass statue, I'll tell you that.
You know it's coming.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be coming. It's gonna be fucking
So,
sick. Okay.
as I've again said many, many times, when they bring us what we've already seen in Star Wars, with all of the different pirates being familiar aliens, you have your Ishtib gets his eye shot out in the beginning.
we did see all the directors. I'll talk about that at the end.
You've
The guy
got
on the
your
bottom
Grand.
left. I know him. I remember him from Mandalorian.
Yes, that's Vane. He was the Nikto pirate from the Mandalorian.
He got killed,
So-
though, didn't
No, he got away because that was that whole.
I thought he got destroyed. I thought he was in one of his ships.
And he needs to keep going because he looks awesome. He looks like a straight up old school cartoon character in live action. Like his sculpt is great, and like keep him just popping into all these like that fucking asshole's back again.
Yep, he survived the siege of Navarro. So
Okay.
but yeah, again, just seeing familiar, and there's a couple different new aliens. Perfectly fine. I've got no problem if you want to get your creative juices going and make some new aliens, but
Fuck
don't
yeah.
rewrite the universe.
I like this
Give me-
one up here you got on the top right because you normally have 3 eyes.
Yeah,
He got one fucked up and he's got an eye patch over it. That's really cool. Very
Yeah.
pirate. You know, they keep that pirate theme, man.
yeah.
Here's another similarity to A New Hope.
God damn.
I mean,
it,
and even when he says that, when he's just like, no, we're just a bulk freighter. And it's like, well, if you're just a bulk freighter, why is your vault magnetically sealed? And it same thing like Darth Vader. Like, if this is a consular ship, then where's the ambassador? It feels like Star Wars.
I didn't even put all those connections together.
I didn't either. I didn't know the Vader thing in the beginning. Like that was cool. Where he lifted him up. I thought that was dope.
What it really means is I need to go back and watch A New Hope
We're getting
again.
there. Oh, we're getting there.
Because I haven't seen that.
We'll be there. We'll be there soon.
I
Yes.
probably put that on like a year ago, but it's like
I think we're probably moving to January for that. So we'll definitely do that.
So does anybody even think that Jude Law is not Captain Silvo?
Oh,
it's 100% him.
Automatically,
Oh,
Jude
yeah.
Law.
He even had
I-
this. He even had the voice. He had the
Yeah.
he had the cadence. Like
Yeah.
they masked like the pitch, but
Right.
like that was Jude Law talking.
Absolutely.
He was
Didn't have
British and everything.
He was British. wasn't he?
He was like, why is your vault magnetically sealed? Like it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, that was 100% him.
Yeah, but I love that ferret little guy too. We're gonna get there. That's second episode, but
The fact that there was the now, do you think that this was a setup because there was the single credit in there, or did they just miss one?
No, I think that was like a I think that was like a left back. Like if somebody dares to fucking go through all the trouble to do all this shit, like look, leave that for him, fucking bastards.
yeah.
So I wonder if that's something that they'll just kind of leave out there, or if it's part of the storyline to where we'll find out why this whole scene took place the way that it did.
Yeah, I guess so. We'll probably go back and probably find out. I would hope they would.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, you're gonna have to figure out like how did it go from everybody having dogpile on old fucking Luke Jude Law over there to he's in the brig. But I mean, that's how you know for sure it's him. But that's episode 2. But they're gonna have to do a flashback. They do a flashback episode in all these shows.
They do. You're right.
So, or do they do it like one of the heist movies to where after they play it all out, then they kind of, as they're talking, they show clips of what was happening? And
Only if Michael Pena comes on to do it. Like put him as an alien and he like fucking runs it down with the fucking
That's the
With the
best way to
drums.
do it. That's the only way. There's no other good way to do it.
give me that, I'll be good.
and you have to do it to where it's his voice as they're talking, like he's using their words.
Right.
So this ends the initial pirate scene. I know this was me as a kid, without
Yeah.
question.
This was everybody as a kid. There's no fucking
yeah.
way who didn't
This-
have an action figure. Didn't
And
have
as a person that watches strictly horror movies and action thrillers all the time and like true crime shit, like it's a breath of fresh air. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
It's so nice. It's so
Yeah.
light.
yeah. What if we seen a little kid play with some toys?
And his fucking these houses are awesome.
Great
Oh,
house.
yeah.
They got
Like when he
artwork. They got
home from
artwork on the
school,
walls and
He
shit.
comes home from school and throws his backpack down, falls on a couch. I was like, look at the fucking decoration. Like, look at the interior design in this place, bro. Like,
The
I want to
decor
live
is
there
great.
now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice.
Hey, did you get a picture like of the decor in the house?
No, I didn't pull that in. I always try to draw that line because I look at it and I'm like, all right,
You know what we got to do?
I'll make this like 150 slides long.
If there's something from now on, if there's something that like I'm like, Ed, you have to get a picture of this. I'll just send you a message before the
Just
show.
let me know.
Like, this is going to be a big deal.
I have to I'll pull it. I'll see if I can pull it. I get a chance. Okay, keep talking. You good.
Our
Here's where we
introduction to
get
Neil.
Neil is fantastic.
Fucking
I
Neil's
love it. I
great.
love his little blue parted hair. He's like,
Dude, the part
Yeah.
was I didn't notice the part till later. I was like, yo, this cat got a part. He got that old school 80s part.
Yes.
When then he gave him the hard 80s part. I was like, oh man. That's
So
nice.
here, if we're doing Stranger Things, we have Mike on the right and Dustin on the left. If we're doing Goonies, we have Sean Astin's Mikey on the right, and who would be on the left? Who would be the Goon? Oh, that'd be Chunk. Chunk on the left.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But everything about his character is fantastic. His delivery, his thought process, everything.
And he's
just
a
such
good
character.
kid. He's such
Yes.
a good kid. Like he's just like, we shouldn't do that. Like like he just wants to do good on his tests. He likes his little brother and sister. You know.
But, check
How good a friend is it when he's like, do you want me to fail so that way we can be together in class still? I'm
Oh,
like,
he's such a good friend.
oh,
So good.
Neil is
Neil
such a
for the
winner.
win. So
Yo,
good.
but did you catch in the beginning when he was eating cereal and he had blue milk?
it was like
No,
blue green.
You didn't see it?
I didn't notice it.
What?
Oh, I got you.
And we got,
you.
and this is more cereal in Star Wars.
Yeah. I had to pull the little scene right there. Yeah, this little blue.
That
weird
does not
blue
look
milk.
blue. That looks.
It was,
gross.
but it was kind of.
It looks
It
like
was-
he's eating motor oil with his.
It was
cereal.
definitely
Ugh.
milk. It was definitely milk. Steven, there's at the
Oh,
core back there. You see those steps, Steve?
The stairs with the lights, the 3 lights going across. Like I'm looking at my stairs going up, and I'm like, if I had those 3 lights,
Yeah,
yeah, that was Star Wars stairs.
man. I didn't want to take you away from your thing. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
I'm just going through it as you go through it, but I'm making sure I catch other scenes in between. But go ahead.
Pull up when he comes home from school, and you get the whole interior of the house.
Oh yeah, no, I
Oh,
got
Yeah, this was awesome. I like the robot bus driver. I like that the kids are shitty to him.
That's the Star
Yeah.
Tours. That's the Star
That's
Tours.
the Star Tours. Yep.
Voiced by one Paul Rubin.
Yep. Well, not this time, but
Well, not this time. No. But
Yeah.
Star Tours is.
Who did that? Who did that? So good.
yeah. Again, these are the little things when they pull in stuff that it's so cool. And the fact that it's the same bus driver because it's the same droid on all of them.
Yeah, that's great. I thought that was cool. Again, another homage to just old Star Wars shit. Fucking great.
And Sean, we talked yesterday, but like you were right. Whoever was in charge of doing the bike effects on the Book of Boba Fett dropped the ball because they did the bike effects on here was clutch. Clutch. Ah.
This is what it's supposed to be in Star Wars, not those stupid moped kids on Tatooine. That's one that they just need to completely forget about. Move past it. Let's pretend it never happened.
Yo, the fact, I these two right here, I love them because they have that dynamic. But when they did the shortcut and they cut through the and he jumped over the little ramp, I was like, oh, that was tight. It was just cool to see that like little thing.
It was, even the kid thought it was cool. He was like, yo.
Yeah.
And like,
did you see that?
Their attitudes are cool because they're like, so Neil and Wim, they're similar. Their attitudes are similar, but like Wim is more like boisterous, he's more like pushy than Neil is. Them two, you got KB is on the left, and I forget her name. Fern on the right. Fern is like I'm gonna kick your ass all the time. Like she looks like she's just gonna punch everybody.
Yeah.
But KB is very mellow. You know, she's like
Yes.
takes all the information in. She's like calculating. So each of them has their own little dynamic. You know, it's just like as much as Fern is like the badass, like Wim is the leader for sure. Like Wim is, or like Fern's the muscle.
Yeah, she has like a dominant, like, you know, she's like a rebel.
Yeah, but she will never be able to have everybody follow her. Like,
No,
you could tell even when they in episode 2, we'll get there, but like everybody ditches her for a second, like, and she gets scared when she's by herself. So she's not the leader. Wim is 100% the leader,
Right?
or at least he will be.
Mm-hmm. We're getting there. Yeah,
He's growing.
Yeah, when we get there, yeah.
School.
awesome.
Neil's got a crush.
Look at all the little alien kids. They're all so fucking cute. All of them, even the ugly aliens, are like, oh, they're like adorable little kid aliens. Like that one in the back, the tall one, it's like, like,
Yeah,
cute. Like, and look how cute Greedo was when he was a little kid, man. He grew into that old asshole, a smarmy bastard on Tatooine, but he was a cute little green one of them.
even Neil had a little crush. Like you was like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
Neil.
Just staring at her as she's talking.
The green alien here in the front, when she answered a question, he did like this. It's like, oh shit.
Like, Neil, god damn you.
Neil, I want her for you, buddy. Go get her, Neil.
Winning.
So this is when,
like, what does school in Star Wars look like? Like this.
Yeah.
This is it. That's about it. Sweet ass desks.
we don't find out until after this scene that the Undersecretary Fars is actually Fern's mom.
Right.
And some of the stuff that she talks about in here, as far as them taking their test that kind of dictates their future, it's some interesting things because she talks about the great works. I don't know if it's the exact thing or not, but in what is the book series? The Old Republic book series. That's a project's taken under by the Galactic Supreme Chancellor Lena So, which includes the space station and a few other things, are considered the great work. So I don't know if they are the same thing or not. Especially because we talk about the timeline that we start to slowly uncover and questions about this planet of At-Aten.
Fucking great fucking name. At-Aten. Like, like,
yeah, that's for all of us who called it an AT-AT.
Yeah. Everybody who calls it an AT-AT, now it's okay. I think we've confirmed this at this point. It's not saying it's confirmed, but it's kind of confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be one of the biggest mysteries of this whole show, surprisingly enough, is like, what the fuck with this planet? I mean, look at these kids. Look at this kid. Look at this blue alien right here with his hand like that.
Rich.
There is no other alien child in the galaxy that has the ability to afford to be bored like that boy. You know, like, this is a completely weird situation that these kids are in. And how long do you think it's going to take for somebody to make their kids one of these desks right here? Because those things are fucking pretty cool.
Yeah, they are pretty cool desks. I'm not gonna lie to you. If they sell this decor at some place and everybody gets one, like, it's gonna be kind of fucking dope. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, kind of dope.
And I watched this a few times, and after going through it the first time, I'm looking for other things, and it's little stuff. But when she talks about it, she refers to the Republic versus, in this timeline, it's the New Republic. Right. So again, it's more clues that are like, yeah, something's not right on this planet. So,
right. Yeah, I
well, whatever is not like, it seems to be all right.
It is right now.
All the places in Star Wars that I've seen, where'd you like to live? At-Aten seems pretty nice. Like, it seems pretty nice over there.
I think this planet is very rich. Like, I think it's because it doesn't look like it's actually, like, there's no bad areas. There's none of this. It seems like has a lot of money.
Well, they rule it with an iron fist.
I'm very curious of that, and I'm like, is this more is this New Order Empire?
Well, they think,
Or-
but nobody thinks that this planet's real. Like they don't think it exists, so they've taken themselves out. You know,
But
they've
remember-
cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy.
The New Order, the Empire. Remember, they don't. You don't know anything until it's coming. So, like, my curiosity is this part of the New Republic, or is this part of the the First Order? And are all these, because remember they're assigning jobs to each person, because these kids are, remember, they're in class and they're studying for the job that they should have.
Sean, if this planet turns out to be like the First Order planet, that's gonna fucking fuck me up. Because then I'm gonna be like, don't you dare try to make those sequel trilogies good. Don't you dare try to find ways. But like, I have questions about the First Order. So you see when they have those credits, like what that means. So like, if this planet, if their lunch money they're giving to kids on this planet will make people kill each other to get one of those little credits out in the real galaxy, like who could fund the First Order? They
Something
could.
here ain't right, dog. Something not right about this planet.
Is
Holy
this
shit, it's the First Order planet, Sean. That's good shit.
is this like The Village from the M. Night Shyamalan movie, where the people who started it went off and just said, we're going to isolate ourselves from everyone else?
Oh,
and
so
do
like,
our
so
own
the
thing?
people living there don't know necessarily.
Only the elders, the ones who are running the show, are the only ones who know what they're doing to everyone
We
else.
gotta
ain't no
find out who
elders.
those
There ain't no
crotchety
elders.
old fuckers.
It's the fucking First Order that's running this shit, dog. Like, this is the shit this is all First Order shit.
Could you imagine if one of the lead head people of this planet is like, what's his name, Domhnall Gleeson? Like, Hux is like one of the chancellors of this planet or something. I'm like, ooh, you sons of bitches.
Or remember, his father was in The Mandalorian.
Yes,
So you gotta think about that.
That's right.
he was on that council.
Remember, they're building something within the solar system right now. Remember, within this Mandalorian world. So, like, there's something going on, and this shit may be funding all this shit. Like, this may get real bad at some point. This planet is going to get opened up real wide, and it after all this, it's not going to be the same. Why is it the father? They're not showing us what the father does for a living yet. Because he's building the goddamn third that bullshit Death Star that they built in fucking the First Order in episode 7.
Mhm.
Fact.
All right.
I'm just saying. All right, keep going, Ed. I'm sorry. I went to a whole rant.
Oh, well, that's the fun of this. Obviously, the girls are hot riding their way back. Great bike scene, as we mentioned. So,
Yeah, right, Pacino. Great bike scene. Fucking
yes. And of course, that leads to where we get our neighborhood punk, and that she feels that she's got to compete and wants to race him. But I don't think that race is going to happen now.
Again, I just can't get over the fucking architecture. Like, look at that balcony in the background. Like, I want to be there. I want to fucking go to these places. They
cool
exist.
neighborhood. It's like a cool neighborhood. It's a cool 80s neighborhood that's in the future.
Right? It's very retro futuristic. All the decor.
Very
nice.
ET. Very ET. If you think about it.
And that garage is like, everybody's had a friend that had a garage like that. You just go there and open it up and hang out. Like, God damn it.
Awesome.
They even got a blue rain bucket. Fuck. All right, move on.
And like Luke, they need a new power converter.
Always with the power converters. Power converters are the bane of existence in this fucking Star Wars universe, bro. They're always going out.
Fucking power converters are the worst. What's up? Star Wars Addict 77? What's going on?
Going on. So we also realize how devious Fern is when she gets in, realizes her mom's home, and verbally reprograms the droid to lie for her. It's fantastic. And her mom kind of demonstrates kind of this society also works, because she's like, oh, by the way, you're back to first of the class because there's only so much room at the top for those at the top. So
yeah.
I know, right? They need somebody. They need a fucking power converter guy.
Right?
This is a problem galaxy wide. Tatooine, power converters going out. At-Atten, richest planet in all of existence. Power converters going out left and right. It doesn't even matter.
What the fuck?
Job security if you're in the power converter business.
Facts. We go ahead, Ed. I'm sorry.
So Wim misses the bus. And did anybody else have this bike? I had that bike.
I didn't have that by yet, no. But
the color was a little different, but I had
the tassels and
the tassels.
Oh, the basket on the back. Come on, bro.
Tassels were great, dog.
Sean, look at the seat. The seat is exactly like this there. Like,
yes.
This is why I say the bikes were so fucking awesome. They were so 80s cool.
His helmet with the and the clothes, everything is just screams 80s, but he's on a fucking hover bike, you know.
And it was so, and they were the hover bikes, and he pulled an Akira. He did. He pulled
an Akira. He tried.
Well, yeah, it was a bad Akira move.
I like when he gets over to the barrier that the girls jumped over earlier, and he like has to throw his bike over. He's like,
so good.
But then there's that shot where he's riding it through the woods, and it's that wide shot, and it's like across a lake, and you see him riding through the trees, and the music's going, and I was like,
it was indoor speeder bike.
Come on, bro. Come on.
I gotta get
How about that the mud splashes on the camera?
Ed, did you get a picture of that?
No, it was just kind of him riding, and when he finds the Jedi temple.
Yeah. It was great.
It was hard to get something that was in focus because he was just blurring through those woods.
That shot of him, that wide shot, that was the one that got me. I was like, oof. Every now and then you'll see something that, like, I'm just like, if I had that as a poster, that would go on the wall. It's just it's art.
Yeah.
I'm playing it down the bottom, so if you guys can see it, but like I'm trying to get to a little scene of it, but I can't find it. But it's still fucking great. It's just still was a great scene.
Oh yeah. Again, speeder bikes the way they're meant to be. And of course, once he uncovers it, he gets.
I would have fucking killed myself on one of those as a kid their age. There's no way.
Oh yeah.
The reaction time, I do not have it. I would have fucking killed myself and others.
Well, I don't know, man. As a kid, you had pretty good. You did a couple slides, a couple skids here and there.
As a kid, I crashed on everything. So this would have been no different, just worse.
Dude, there's a couple hills and fucking couple hills I went down as a kid. I was just like, I wasn't coming back from that one.
Oh, this is like the Ferris Bueller's Day Off scene. Like everybody, you know, it's like Charlie Sheen and Jennifer Grey. What are you in for?
Yep. I like how she tries to give him that. Oh, well, you know, the last kid that didn't take the test, he's down in the dungeons and the mines. And he's like, you just made that up. But he kind of has that look like, maybe she didn't. Yes. And then when his dad comes, it's also great to where as he's walking away and she's like, so where was that thing that you found? He's like, oh, no, I was just lying.
Yeah.
That was a nice. I like that. I was lying.
Yeah. And the way he says it is fantastic.
I just love the scene. Again, like you said, Steve, like just 80s fucking detention, or like you got in trouble and I was it.
Right, but if you take the window shape out from behind them right there, you would not know this is Star Wars. But you add that in, it's like, oh, it's Star Wars.
Yeah, it's true. Little small hits, little small things.
And again, I can't say enough. These child actors are fantastic. What we've seen so far.
Fuck. Look at look what Pacino said though, real quick. Mando Western, Andor Spy, 80s kids movies. Fucking perfect recipe. Yeah, that's how you do it. Like that's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, that was his little etching sketch thing was kind of dope.
How do you make Neil cuter? Make him even smaller and cuter. Like
little brothers and sisters.
Like you can't have like a Neil that you could walk around with, but you could have one of those little guys. You could put them in your car, you know.
Yo, Steve, I need a Neil.
You need a little tiny one. And I like how he asked, like, "Where's Neil?" And he's like, "They're so cute." like,
I'm gonna grab you and hug you.
The crazy holograms from the holiday special are now
That was
canon.
so crazy.
It is now canon. It's fantastic.
It was so crazy.
When that first guy came on whirling that thing, I was like, oh my God. I cannot believe but it works. It's fantastic.
It is. It worked.
They took something very shitty from the holiday special and made it really good.
They
It just
really
fits.
did it, man. I couldn't even believe they did it. Like I was so surprised when it just popped out of nowhere. I was like, ooh. I was like, are they really doing this? I guess they are doing it. So it was cool. I liked it.
This was just one of those little things that I saw and it jumped off the page at me. That they have the Neil species version of the St. Pauli's girl.
Oh wow, I didn't even catch that in the background. Damn.
Holy shit, Ed. Eli, Ed.
Damn.
They got
I saw that. I'm like, wait a minute. What the hell?
That's really
flex.
cool.
So
Yeah.
whatever beer that is, that's what Neil's dad likes.
I don't know, but I need that. I need that on a shirt though. Like
Yo,
yesterday,
That's St. Pauli's girl. That's crazy.
the
I didn't
St.
even
Pauli's
catch
alien
that
girl.
shit.
That needs to be on a shirt.
Yeah.
I agree, Pacino.
Yo, slow clap for Ed's eagle eye. Son of a bitch, Ed, I tell you. Oh,
So obviously they're getting the tools, and it's now time to go uncover the Jedi Temple, as he thinks it is. And this is so good. The way that the interaction with these four
I thought it was
is
great.
fantastic.
Yeah, I thought it was great. It was really good. Yo, do you think she's an android?
No,
No.
Maybe.
I don't think so. She's got like some. She's got that thing in the visor. But
Enhanced. I mean, I'm sure she's enhanced, but like,
Yeah.
wondering. I think she's-
Lobot was her grandfather.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe she is an android. I don't know. She does things a little different. So I'm like,
I don't.
oh.
Is there a lot of like human-like droids in Star Wars that I don't know about? Like the droids are pretty like
I know.
robot looking.
Yeah.
Lobot's the only person I know.
Yeah,
That's
she's a LaForge. Pacino's spoken. She's a LaForge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as
That'd
long
be
as they don't
sweet if
call,
it was KB LaForge.
Fucking awesome.
Mwah, there he is.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ed. I'm sorry.
but the fact that they think they're getting one over on each other, where the guys are like, oh, those girls are so stupid, and the girls are like, oh, those boys are so stupid.
Yeah.
Well, none of their arguments even make like, but even though none of their arguments make sense, it makes sense because that's how kids talk. Like my kids
yeah.
do a lot of talking with their friends on speakerphone, so you
Right.
hear like all of it, both sides. Actually, kids now do FaceTime all the time, so they're like video chat each other, and their conversations. They're using words I don't understand. None of them, they're talking in fucking circles. I'm like, I don't get it. And that's exactly what happens with these kids here. There's like, I called, what do they call, like takesies or fucking claimsies or
Claimsies.
some shit?
Yeah.
You can't call claimsies if I call claimsies, but I called Uber claimsies. Oh shit. And Neil's like, yo, she fucking called it, bro. Like that's it. That's a wrap. like no shit, we lost. If they said that, we lost. Like there are rules about claimsies.
There are rules in this. Like they did claim it. Oh, it's so great. Oh man. So they open up the ship. Well,
Yep.
yeah. And they see this pirate that has a fucking rat inside its eye, which becomes a thing.
So good. So
Yeah.
good.
He's the old curmudgeon pirate with a patch over his eye because he's got one eye that doesn't work.
Right.
So it looks like he's got a patch, and instead of a parrot, he's got that little rat that fucking hangs out.
No, right?
So good.
But then did you see the rat jump on fucking Neil? And it was like, oh, it was all running around Neil's body. Oh, it was fucking-
Neil was, but that already the arc. I can't wait. We have stuff to get in
She's
episode 2.
definitely data. She's definitely data. Definitely data from Goonies. That's
Oh yeah.
100%.
Yes.
So when they power everything on, I'm looking at the control panel. And I know some people were talking about that it looks like the controls from the Naboo fighter, which is in the upper left when Anakin is launching. But the first thing that I thought of were the controls on Elsbeth's ship from Ahsoka. So I threw both up there because they kind of call to both.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even
So-
think about the Naboo.
I mean, it looks like the dashboard on any fucking Chrysler, really.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not. Mostly the only dashboards we like. I mean, we've seen a lot of dashboards from Star Wars, but like, we really only see the X-wing, and then we see the Falcon. Like that's what more we really always see. So like, this is different. So like, I get. Yeah, it is very Naboo and Elsmith. It's cool.
So
I'm curious, but yeah, it's a pirate ship.
They're like, don't touch anything. And he's like, I like how he touches it too. He's just like, fuck. Like he has to. He doesn't even want to, but he has to. He touches it in spite of himself. He's just like,
he's like, oh god damn it, I gotta touch it.
Like he's looking at it and he's not touching it, and then it blinks, and he's like, oh.
Has no choice.
It was a funny moment because you just as you go back and look at it again, you're like, this is really like,
because look at his face there. He's just like, no fucking way.
Green,
blinking green. I have to touch it. I'm 10. It's what I do.
Yes. Fuck. Curiosity is gonna kill me if I don't touch it. Oh, this was great.
This was a cool scene.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
You're right, but yeah, he's got some lessons to learn. He's gonna learn them real quick.
Yeah.
It's a good thing he's got help, because otherwise
yeah, he's screwed.
Wim is done.
Oh man, he would have been gone, jet sent it out into space and everything else.
It was kind of a crazy moment too when his dad shows up. All his dad thinks is he's looking for his missing kid at this point, really. He's running around, finds his kid's bike helmet in the woods, like, what the fuck? Running around screaming. And then he sees his kid clambering onto this ship and then takes off into fucking outer space. Like, as a parent, like, what the fuck? Oh my God.
What can you do? You're like, damn, well, I don't have a spaceship. So,
no.
And that's crazy when they get up there. When they get up there, they're like, what are those? Yeah. These kids don't even know what stars are.
That was awesome, though.
So like, there's a barrier that they don't see the outside sky. Like, and you saw those dots, those red things in the sky
those swirls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it almost looked like dots, like drones. Like they had like a blank drone.
That's what I was thinking. Where everything is covered by something. It's like
some sort of hologram, or like what was on that beach planet? They had that border that went around that whole planet that you had to go through the little.
Oh yeah. In Rogue One.
In Rogue One, yeah.
Scarif.
Yeah.
That planet I can never remember the name for.
I know, right? We can never remember that one. Scarif, whatever.
So this is the end point for the first episode. Again, fantastic. It was a good length, good end point. Didn't feel jarring in any way. And in the start of the next one, here's your Peter Pan reference. SM-33. First mate, Smee.
I did not get that until you just said it. Right when you just said SM-33.
I didn't get that shit either. I'm like,
what? And you know what fucking makes me mad is that I didn't get it, because that's so on the fucking nose. Considering, Sean, especially considering the shit that I was just doing about our little robot guy. Like, SM-30, son of a bitch. Like, it's great. It's fucking very good.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's fucking perfect.
Fucking John Watts, you son of a bitch. You've brought joy and fun and adventure and optimism and all this back to Star Wars.
Were they still in hyperspace when this happened? Because they had to pull out of hyperspace, right?
Yes.
When they pulled out of hyperspace, that shit was tough. When they pulled out of hyperspace,
the shit was all like, bum.
Oh, that shit was cool as shit. I was like, oh, that was never seen that before.
And Fern pulls that cool move on SM-33 about the captain being dead, and she's the one who killed him, so she is now the captain. Super smart girl.
Oh yeah, that was smart as shit.
Oh yes. And gets him to teach them how to fly the ship. Oh, here, I got this. It's this. And then he looks at KB and she's like, yeah, that'll make sense. We're good. I got it.
Yeah. KB is like, fuck, I got that shit.
I'm just, yes. I just love it. It's building. I'm like, okay, now she knows how to fly the ship. Okay, we're moving along.
Yep. We get a quick flashback to Wim's dad as the droids are out because they picked up the seismic activity. He's looking for his son. The lights in the woods.
Yeah, it was E.T. Everything, man.
So when I watched this the second time and I put the subtitles on, and here's the conversation with these droids that starships are not permitted to enter or leave and then they stop. Breaching the barrier is a serious violation, and the supervisor will not. And then they go, and they also stop. So the droids are kind of in on whatever is going on, and whoever the supervisor is that they're taking him to, that will start to unravel what's going on at Atten.
Pacino, she said, "I am the captain now." He said like that Tom Hanks movie, Captain Phillips.
Those fucking droids.
Those are different kind of pirates, Pacino.
Those droids remind me of battle droids.
Yeah, those are giving me big, strong Mass Effect vibes with the Geth because they have a single light in their face as their face.
I was waiting for these motherfuckers to say Roger, 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 Roger. Like I was just waiting. I was like,
so glad they didn't.
Oh my god, I'm so glad they didn't either.
But
they didn't.
So here,
kind of cool.
Here's one of the other things when they tell SM-33 to take them home. And they're trying to explain to him at Atten, and he's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. He throws out 3 different planets. Adelon, which is an outer rim world in the Lothal sector. That's the home of the Bendu.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Throws out the Alcor. No idea what that planet is. Couldn't find anything about it anywhere. So that's new to all this. And then he mentions Aldani, which is the outer rim world in the Kamidu sector, which is the payroll credit heist in Andor.
All right, Ed, hold on real quick. I'm just saying.
I didn't know. I was just, he's like, I'm like, yeah, none of those. They said at Atten. That's all I got from it. It's like, bam. It's fucking awesome.
So here we are to the spaceport with all the pirates.
Yeah, it's like Pirates Cove, you know, like yes. we love that. What was that? Our flag means death. It's like where that big pirate junction where all the crazy shit happens.
What's the shit in Guardians of the Galaxy? What's the
Nowhere?
Nowhere? Fucking reminds me of Nowhere.
Yep.
Like fuck. Like damn, what more shit can you give us, John Watts? Like goddamn, just throw it out on us. Like
I would have been cool.
If a Star Wars movie, John Watts. We get it.
It would have been cool if coming in here it was a bit more like lit up, like you know when they come into pirate phase and shit like that. It's all like fucking bonfires and torches and shit. Like it's cool. It's very very cool.
Yeah.
But a little bit more sprucing with some lights. Okay,
would have been very nice. Adult though. There was some adult shit going on in there.
Oh, it's all pirates.
I like the turrets that were following it around. You know.
Oh yeah,
when it was coming through. It's cool.
Yeah. I was trying to look at all of the ships as they were going through. The only one that I thought could possibly be was one of the Macquarie sketches for the first draft of a Millennium Falcon.
God damn it, Ed. Shit.
I was looking for all kinds of shit in there.
You was searching too.
Oh, yes. So they show up to the base, they dock, and then we get the little ferry who comes to shuttle them over.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We know him.
There's your ET. Other reference point.
Damn it.
I saw that and I'm like, oh shit, that's the plastic.
Oh, Ed, you cut out.
That's all right. It was the plastic tube from ET.
Yeah, plastic tube from ET. Yeah, I didn't even notice that, but fuck, man, John Watts loves Spielberg, don't he? He loves him from Spielberg.
Our little guy.
Peak.
Eagle Eye strikes. Cheeto, fucking great. I love it.
And this is good because at first I wasn't sure it was the same creature, But then when they get to the dock and he super fast and takes off, I'm like, oh shit, that's Teak.
Oh, yeah, but he looks like shit in this one though.
Yeah, like I think it's probably
A version.
Teak.
But
It's not that Teak,
No.
but it's
No.
Yeah, but like he looks like he's seen some shit. That's a drinker on the right. He's had a rough.
Yeah, he's
on that.
Pirate
He's
life.
on that pirate world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
drinking
Like,
all the time.
he's got those moonshine eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's cool though.
It's very cool, and he gets that credit, and he's just like, he takes off, and you're like, what? Like, I'm not sure of what his reaction meant. Like, is that a bad thing, a good thing? I didn't know. I know it meant something.
Ed, you deep dive in, and like if you look deep in there, it's got what? Galactic Republic, isn't it?
That's what I think it looks like. So Galactic Republic, that's Clone Wars. That's what was on the initial drop ships for the clone troopers when they started that. It doesn't look like the old Republic.
That was lunch money.
No
That's
shit.
crazy. That's fucking
And they are ready to just kick his ass for it.
They're ready to kill each other for it. They're like, one guy's like, I saw him steal, try to steal it. I'll kill you if you even look at that boy. Like, what the fuck? Like, they're gonna kill each other for even looking at the kid that has the credits. Like, that's how much they're worth.
Yeah.
And he puts them in his sock.
Well, that's where you always put your money when you were a kid, right?
No.
What?
I never had mine when I was a kid, Ed.
Oh yeah. Kid growing up in the 80s, you put your money in your sock. We get the girls at the dance hall.
Oh yeah.
Both right from same species from Jabba's palace.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I like that though. That was tough though. I like that.
There is some with those red lights. There is some shit going on in that place.
Oh hell yes!
Definitely a freak off.
When is that attraction coming to Galaxy's Edge? That's what I want to know.
Not as long as Disney's in control, that's for sure. But and I think we saw this in one of the.
Can't Vegas have like something like that? That's like Star Wars inspired, but like as long as it doesn't use any actual names, Like LA, like if you follow Kevin Smith's podcast, like LA has a bar called the Scum and Villainy Cantina. When you go in there, it looks exactly like the bar from fucking Tatooine.
That's awesome.
But it's not. It's just called, it's like a galactic pub, but they can't say Star Wars anything, but it's very Star Wars,
Very cool. I think we talked about this in the build-up before the show dropped. But I don't think there's any question.
I want one of those little guys too.
The fuzzy from Captain EO is Star Wars canon.
No, that is
so that means Captain EO is officially Star Wars canon.
Maybe,
right? Yes, so. I thought it was gonna be one of her pets though, so it just kind of drifted off into like.
Oh, they were like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
So here's the whole scene at the little.
Look at Neil at the bar.
When it gave him the
little
food,
bar.
the noodles and lobster shit or whatever it was.
Yes.
Neil's like, I don't need any topping. Oh.
Neil did say that.
But
good for Neil.
This was kind of cool how like the guy working the counter at first was like, holy shit. Oh no, wait, you need to give me more. And the other one called him out and was like, no. He's trying to cheat you, and started this whole circle.
Yeah,
very well done.
That was very well done. Like they did that really well. They just played into every character, and then like they made like again, Ed, like the practicals on the characters, and like they made these aliens into something. You see the squid faces in the back, Ed, in the back back there. Like again, they made this into something. Like I don't think any Star Wars show has done this part like this so far. I don't think
not
so.
This well, not with aliens, not this well.
Not with aliens,
no,
not
Mandalorian did some cool shit with some bar scenes here and there, but like not like this.
Like this though. Nah, this was great. This one scene alone was fucking.
You know how we talked about like in Acolyte, like some areas and other shows, like certain areas didn't feel lived in, especially like even in Book of Boba Fett, in Obi-Wan, there were areas that didn't feel lived in, like especially in Obi-Wan when they went to like Coruscant. I was like, what the fuck. This feels lived in. This feels real. It feels like Andor. Like they get it and then they don't get it. It's like,
Yeah, it's a hit or fuck.
Yeah.
No, this is John Watts coming out party. Like, yo, listen, I want a Star Wars movie. Just give it to me already, so we can fucking get this shit done. I'm. That's where we at right now with John Watts.
yeah, any day now we're gonna get the announcement that John Watts is getting his own Star Wars
Doing
trilogy.
the whole fucking trilogy. Guaranteed.
Not arguing based on this.
Yeah, fuck that. Get that man his fucking.
The next trilogies are going to be 6A, 6B, 6C, 6D, 6E, 6F. They're going to do everything they can before they get to 7.
Keep pushing it back. Keep pushing it back.
Push it back till we're all dead.
Nobody even remembers. Go ahead.
So this leads to kind of the breakdown and everything, and it brings one of the best scenes with SM-33. Holy shit.
At first, I thought, like, when he was coming down, because he had the cables attached to him, I thought, oh, he's going to, like, get halfway there and stop.
Clunk out shit, right?
Like he can't go farther than the cables, and everyone's going to make fun of him because he has to stay attached to the ship. That's immediately where my head was. I was like, oh, I know where this is going. But no, those cables just like dangle off of him, and he just goes in there and kicks the shit out of everybody. It was great.
Yeah, he fucks some shit up.
He gets taller, his arms get longer. I mean, he gets menacing.
Yeah, he's fucking kicking ass.
This is a K2SO droid, right? Like the same kind of droid.
Is it?
Well, it's
I don't know.
similar.
It's similar to it, but it's not really though.
It's not exactly like it, but that's what I'm trying to like. Has this droid been? Is it a droid that?
I don't know, but this motherfucker has shields.
That face looks very similar to the K2SO face. Similar, not exact, but
I like it though. I like the robot.
It's like R2 and Chopper. You know, they're both little guys, but they're different. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he puts the work in on all of them. Heats up the shield, burns the bartender.
Oh, when he sizzles that guy against the thing, he's like, wow, it was a pig, and he started squealing.
Oh, he did.
I was like, oh my god.
But then he
Smells
gets
like
caught doing the immortal sin in any movie, dialoguing. He gets the monologue going and talking to the kids as they're trying to get away. Got his back turned to the bad guys, and they come in and take him out.
Ed, did you get this part real quick? Hold on, I want to share this part real quick because I wanted to make sure hold on. Damn, let me see if I can share it real quick. Share screen. You didn't catch that part, right? Where he was tattooing. That's the guy from Jabba's palace.
Oh yeah, the one who tortures the power droid.
But he's all fucking tattooed up and shit. And he's doing tattoos. Like, that's crazy.
And they run in there and it messes him up. And he's like, hey, you messed it up. And the guy's like, what? Like, oh, it looks great. It looks great.
I thought that was great. I thought that was a cool scene. But yeah,
if I remember, I believe that is an 8D8.
Okay. I can't remember shit. So I'll let you take care of that.
Urkel.
In the house.
Look at how fucking awesome Brutus looks. Look at how awesome he looks.
That shit looks awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, and Urkel's in here. You think he's gonna be a good guy? He doesn't have a bad guy face. Like, no, he looks like he's gonna be with them, but like end up helping the kids because it's Urkel. He's got that Urkel. He's Jaleel White. He's not gonna be a bad guy.
I know, right? But
nope. He's a bad guy.
No, I don't. I think he's gonna turn. He's gonna let him out. He's gonna help him in some kind of weird way. He probably works for the fucking Republic or some shit.
He's definitely a fool.
Deep cover.
Yeah, deep cover pirate. Fucking
yeah. Oh yeah. You'll find that. You'll find out he's like undercover. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Another callback to Pirates of the Caribbean as the kids are locked up and trying to send the little rat to fetch the key, just like the pirates using the dog.
Yeah, that was.
I like that when Smee got zapped and the rat went out of his face, like it immediately ran to Neil and Neil scooped it up and kept it safe.
I know, right? It was so cool.
Neil was terrified of that thing, and now he's like its little savior. He's like, oh, I'm like, oh yes. Every Neil action figure must come with a little rat accessory.
Oh hell yeah,
that would be cool.
And then we get the final scene of the key and the introduction to, well, depends on which version. We don't know him yet as Jadna Nawud. We
Is that his
do
name?
believe that it is, yes. And then Captain Silvo.
Hmm.
So the real question is the key. Is he Force user? Is he Jedi? Is he nothing?
Or did he just have it on a fucking string?
Or was it planted there and all of this is a setup for the kids to get out? Like, why would they leave the key there? If he's there, been there this whole time, like he would have just gotten out. The key wasn't there this whole time. Otherwise, why would he have just been in there? Like he could have just done that this whole time.
It doesn't seem like Jude Law's a real Jedi to me.
No.
It seems like he's kind of a fake Jedi. Like he's doing like fake shit just to get into the kid's head. And what'll happen is, he'll have this whole
You're gonna
plot
you're gonna have like a Treasure Planet kind of treasure,
course.
like Treasure
Treasure
Island vibe, where
Yes.
it starts off as a ruse, but then he like kind of falls in with these kids and really starts to like them, but then he has to make this choice at the end, and
of course, and then he'll choose to be a good guy, and then that's what happens. Which I'm okay with. I don't have a problem with that.
I say you are absolutely correct that he is the pirate from Treasure Island.
Mhm.
And here's one of the other clues. Do you remember the name of the pirate that befriends the kid on Treasure Island?
God damn it, no,
Silver,
no.
Captain
Long John Silver.
John Silver, yeah.
What is his pirate name? Captain Silvo.
Oh shit.
Guaranteed.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There's the show.
Fucking Ed cracked it. God damn it.
So yes, it's something. There's no force ability. There's no Jedi. It's he's
So they're
practical.
taking inspiration from every pirate movie. They're taking inspiration from every 80s movie, and they're jamming them all into one thing, and they're wrapping it in a Star Wars wrapping paper.
And it's fan-fucking-tastic.
Wow.
That's great, dude. Like, yeah, it's I have no problem with it, man. Like, just need to be longer. That's it.
I'm gonna go watch that shit again, man.
I'm watching
It ain't that long.
I gotta watch it a couple more times.
There's the positive for being short. You can watch it multiple times without a huge time commitment.
It's like an hour and 20 minutes. It's a little first movie, easy.
Ed, kudos to you, my friend. I'm glad you enjoyed this. Like you really enjoyed it. You
Yeah, it's like the Acolyte slides. Eh.
Those are holy shit.
So good.
Oh man.
There's just a lot to unpack here. There's so many little Easter eggs, and there's gonna be more. So
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Way more Easter egg. I wanted to break down the directors of Skeleton Crew real quick, but I don't know if I have it queued up. I know it's Bryce Dallas Howard is actually one of them too.
Ed is the Kendrick's song of the summer. They not like him. Dang, Pacino loves him some Ed.
I know.
Ed's got fans. We need an Ed fan club.
We did.
Shirt.
So here's the actual episodes who are actually John Watts, the co-creator, showrunner, directed, executive produced. Watts also directed episode 1 and episode 8. David Lowery directed episode 2 and 3. The Daniels, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Shanwright.
They did what's that movie with the lady in the multiple dimensions?
Oh, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
There you go.
Oh shit. So directed episode 4. Jack Schreiner directed episode 5. Bryce Dallas Howard directed episode 6, and Lee Isaac Chung directed episode 7.
All right.
Thank you, Ed, for that name of that movie. My brain was not braining. So
Yes.
I was like, that movie with that lady. Ugh.
Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are executive producers, as always.
All right.
Yeah. I mean,
So, and this, if they continue, this will be great, and it will lead us right into Andor season 2.
Also, Jake Schreier, the guy that directed that one episode, directed Thunderbolts. That's pretty cool.
A little bit.
Hello, who? I'm sorry, Ed. I missed what you said. What were you saying?
That this is great in that if it continues at this pace, we've got really good Star Wars that will lead us right up to Andor season 2.
True.
So we are looking at a good next 6-9 months of Star Wars.
I mean, if episode 3, 4, 5, and 6, like if they're all good, like I'm good with this. I'm fine with it. I'm happy with it.
Agreed.
It looks fun. I'm on board. I'm on board for it. Catch us here next week as we review episode 3. I hope it's long. I'm not sure of the time, but what can we do? And nothing you can do about it. Short form TV.
Short form TV, long form review.
Yeah.
Yes.
We definitely break this shit down.
If we go a few more minutes, we'll have a better runtime than the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, I know, right?
See you later, Pacino.
Join us here next week, man. Thank you. Like, subscribe, become a fan of the show. We're loving this, man. We're enjoying Star Wars, man, and I'm glad we're bringing it week to week if we can. But yeah, man, that's really all we gotta do. Just make sure you comment and let us know how you feel about the show. I'll put in your comments. But this is Sean.
This is Steve.
And this is Ed.
And may the force be with you.
Always.
Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Give me the Star